These are the three major life lessons that reading has taught me. Number one, the power of consistency. At first, when I got into reading, I used to read it in spurts, 50 pages, 100 pages, 200 pages. But in between those spurts would be times where I barely read, barely finished a chapter. And for some of them, I would go months without even reading. I'd be on the same book for 3, 4, 5 months, even though I was having those spurts. And everything changed for me when I told myself, all I need to do is read at least one page before bed. That's it. The reason why I chose one page was because even if I was tired, I would tell myself it is literally just one page. And on those days where I had more energy before bed, or on those days where I'd go on long journeys, because I was having this constant contact with my book where I was only maybe reading one page, it made me interested in reading it. The book was at the forefront of my mind, and eventually one page becomes two-page. 2 page becomes 10 page. Some days you're reading 50 pages. Some days you're reading 100. On some days I've even read 200 pages. And yet I still have days where I only read 1, 2, 5. I even have days where I read nothing because I'm too busy. But that consistency, which is what has enabled me to read one page a week. And I've been able to implement that into so many areas of my life, especially content creation. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, now I'm on YouTube, and I'm also trying to be on Facebook too. The way that I've grown to a total of 20,000 followers is consistency. I post one video every single day. Since January 1st on TikTok, I have posted one video every single day. And some of those videos aren't great. I look back on them and think, wow, the quality is really bad. But what has happened is I've gotten better and better and better every single day. And it isn't a race, and it isn't just about getting to the end. It's just about staying consistent, which leads into lesson number 2, which is patience. Good things come to those who wait. Great books don't just give you the ending. And even if they give you the ending, you still need to figure out how we got to that ending. You have to be slow. You have to go through that process of learning about the character. If you're reading fantasy or sci-fi, it's learning about this world. If you're reading crime or murder mysteries, you're learning the different characters and trying to figure out who did it. And you're trying to pick up on the little crumbs and little clues. And reading taught me to be slow. Reading has taught me that it's not all about quick gratification. I'm someone whose attention span has been cooked by social media, by instant gratification. And because I've chosen to read, because I've chosen to sit down consistently and to take in these words, take in these phrases, take in these stories, take in these beautiful words, I'm able to be more patient. And again, relating that to my social media is I'm not expecting to be the next big thing, but just being patient and waiting and learning and just taking things one step at a time. And people have been commenting this thing under a lot of my videos recently, which is journey before destination. It's about the journey. It's about what I'm going through. And in my day-to-day life, I'm learning to be slow. I'm learning to be patient. I'm learning to just enjoy the moment and not just be looking to what's next, but just to enjoy the now. Which leads me into lesson number 3, which is reflection. Fiction is so much deeper than what people think. When you get a good book that is built with depth, that the story is more than just a story. The biggest book that reflects that for me this year is The Testament. That book had me so reflective on the way that I view women, the way I view morality, the way I view the world, the way I view politics, and just sitting down at moments and just reflecting on what's happening, reflecting on the characters, and just genuinely just sitting there and thinking about, if this was me, how would I respond to this? And in my day-to-day life, I'm implementing that. Again, relating it to my social media, I'm reflecting on my content. What's working? What's not working? I'll probably watch this video back and reflect and be like, oh, I could have done this better or that better. But that's what life's about. Life's about improving and getting better and reflecting. And if it wasn't for reading, I don't think I would be as reflective as I am now. I wouldn't see the lessons in the little things. And as a whole, reading is making me a better, more rounded person. And it's helping me to become a better content creator, to become a better husband, to become a better friend, to become a better family member. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. I'm sure my wife will tell you she wished I was a little bit more patient. I bet my family members wished I was a bit more reflective, or my friends who wished I was a bit more consistent. And this video is not about me saying I've arrived. This video is saying I'm going on the journey. I'm learning these lessons and I'm implementing them into my life.